Welcome to my class, students. It's class 8, Honeydew. We are doing second chapter, chapter 2, the Tsunami. And this is session 6. We are doing question answer of this session. In the earlier session, you have done the comprehension check, and now is the question answer from the text itself. Working with the text. Discuss the following questions in class, then write your own answers. When he felt the earthquake, do you think Ignatius immediately worked about the tsunami? Give reasons for your answer. So what did you see? What have you learned? What have you read in this? You saw that when the tsunami was there, it was about to hit the land. The Ignatius, what he did? He first put the television set on the floor. Right from the table, he kept that on the floor so that it will not break. It would not hurt anyone. So the same thing, I think this is the answer. Which sentence in the text tells you that Ignatius' family did not have any time to discuss and plan their course of action after the tsunami struck? No, when he felt the earthquake, Ignatius did not think about the tsunami. He thought only about the tremors, the vibration. That was why he took his television off the table and put it on the ground. In fact, the Ignatius family did not have any time to discuss and plan their course of action after tsunami struck. That was why there was only chaos and confusion. So they didn't get any time to think and plan what to do. They just left the house, and there outside the house they saw chaos and confusion. The following tells it clearly. Now the same thing is written in the chapter. So with this we are proving this. In the chaos and confusion, two of his children caught hold of the hands of their mother's father and mother's brother and rushed in the opposite direction. This was written in the story, in the chapter. So what happened? Two of his children took hold of the hands of their mother's father, that is his father-in-law, and mother's brother, that is his brother-in-law, and all swept away. You remember the story? All swept away. Which words in the list below describe Sanjeev in your opinion? Look up the dictionary for words that you are not sure of. Here, cheerful, heroic, ambitious, selfless, brash, heartless, humorous, brave, careless. So which of these words describe Sanjeev? Do you remember Sanjeev who saved his wife, but when he heard someone's cry to save his wife, that what happened? He rushed to save the wife. So he was very brave. Right? He was selfless. He was heroic. So the words that would describe Sanjeev are brave, heroic and selfless. Use words from the list to complete the 3 sentences below. I don't know if Sanjeev was cheerful, ambitious or humorous. I think that he was very brave, heroic and selfless. Because why we don't know about whether he was cheerful or ambitious or humorous? Because nothing is mentioned about that Sanjeev. Only the one particular momentary act was explained or was said in the story about Sanjeev. So from that act, we came to know about his bravery. We came to know about his selflessness. We came to know about his heroic act. Not of this cheerful, ambitious and humorous nature. Sanjeev was not heartless or brash or careless. He was neither of them. He was not having all this. He was not heartless, brass or careless. Yes, he was not that, because he wanted to save the wife of John, right? How are Meghna and Alma's stories similar? Both Meghna's and Alma's family were washed away. Both of them kept floating in the sea for days. Meghna floated in the sea for 2 days, holding on to a wooden door. She was brought to the shore by a wave. Similarly, Almas climbed on to a log of wood and fainted. She woke up in hospital. Both of them were children. Both of them saved their life and their families washed away. So how their families are, their stories are similar to each other. First one, it was their family washed away. Then they kept floating in the sea. Number 2. And then Meghna floated in the sea for 2 days and she was brought to the shore by a wave, and Almas climbed onto the log of wood and fainted. So both of them saved their life, but not from anyone else. No, anyone else. They did not get the help of anyone else. They were saved by destiny. Destiny saved them. So they were destiny children. Both the girls were traumatized. Yes, the third point. After the incident, while Meghna was seen walking on the seashore in daze, and Almas does not talk about the incident to anyone. So there were 3 things that were similar and it happened, and in the story everything is mentioned, so you need to write the similar things in this way. What are the different ways in which Tilly's parents could have reacted to her behavior? What would you have done if you were in their place? Now, Tilly's story, you remember that? Not taking her seriously, Tilly's parents could have tried to calm her down, thinking that she had been frightened by something. But they didn't do that. They were alert. They were warned by her. They trusted the girl. As a result, they could have been washed away by the tsunami waves, but they didn't wash away. Why? Because they trusted the girl, and so they were safe. They saved their lives. So in this way, you are seeing how the girl has saved her life and the family life also. If I were in their place, I too would have listened to her and realized that there was a danger approaching. Consequently, I too would have rushed away from the beach. Yes, I would also have trusted the girl, and I would also have realized that something danger is approaching. So I could also have left the place. If Tilly's award was to be shared, who do you think she should share it with? Her parents or her geography teacher? If Tilly's award was to be shared, she should share it with her geography teacher, who made her aware of tsunami in the first place. Because see, her mother also didn't know about all this thing. So it was the geography teacher who made the children in the classroom aware of the dangers like tsunami. It was this awareness that helped her save so many lives. You have heard many of the tourists, they went inside the hotel and they saved their life. So this is, those Tilly should share the award with geography teacher. What are the 2 different ideas about why so few animals were killed in the tsunami? Which idea do you find more believable? The first idea is that the animals have a sixth sense. They know when the earth is going to shake. The second idea is that the animals have a more acute sense of hearing. First it's sixth sense and then acute sense of hearing. They can feel and hear the earthquakes much before than the human beings. This helps them to hear or feel the earth's vibration. In this way, they sense the coming disaster much before the human being. So, they run away to safer places. To me, the first idea seems more believable. It is so because many animals get an idea of the coming rains. Now, rain has nothing to do with the sense of hearing. So, they have the sixth sense. That's why. Because when rain is coming, so you cannot hear something. Vibration can be heard. If the animals can hear that vibration much earlier, so if rain comes, they can sense it earlier. So, I think that they have sixth sense. So, it is more sensible to think that nature has provided them some sixth sense which helps them to get over the crisis. Because they cannot speak, they cannot share their ideas with others. So, nature has given them the sixth sense to protect themselves. Now, working with language. Go through part 1 carefully and make a list of many words as you can find that indicate movement of different kind. There is one word that occurs repeatedly. Count how many times. Put them into 3 categories. This is your question and we will do that. See, fast movement, slow movement, neither slow nor fast. These are the 3 broad categories. Under this, you will have to put the words. Can you explain why there are many words in one column and not in the others? That we will see. In the fast movements, we are seeing earthquake, rust, tremors and swept. It's very fast movement. We don't get time to think. Don't get time to act. So, when earthquake happens, you know disaster, how much disaster is there. We all rust without thinking, so it also comes fast movement. When tremors come, when the earth tremor, earth shake, then also it is a very fast movement. And when the waves sweep us away, then that is also in a very fast way. Now slow movement, floating. When we float, then the sea is very calm and we float. That is a slow movement. And then recede, the water recedes slowly, but when it comes back with force. It comes back very fast. The neither slow nor fast, it's walking. It depends on us. We can walk slowly or we can walk fast. So it is neither fast nor slow. But these actions are very fast. And these actions are, in nature it's a very slow. Now, ran, fell, climb. Ran means run. Fell is fall. When you fall, it is a fast movement because of the gravitational power of the earth. So this is the fast form of fall. F-A-L-L. This is fall, then fell. And climb. When you climb fast. It depends on you also, but you climb fast. Slow movement and neither slow nor fast. There are few words are there, and these words we have put under these broad categories. Now, the fast movement column has many more words as compared to the other 2 columns. This is because the story is about tsunami, which is a fast movement of water. Due to tsunami, all the immediate actions are fast. We don't get time to stop and think, such as running, climbing, sweeping away people by water. Now, fill in the blanks in the sentence below. The verbs is there. The earth trembled, but not many people felt the trembling. Right? In this way, you will have to write. When the zoo was flooded, there was a lot of confusion. So, it will be confusion. We heard with, this is a relief, we heard with relief. that the lion had been recaptured, right? So in this way you need to write the words. The zookeeper was stuck in a tree and his rescue was filmed by the TV crew. So rescue is rescue. One is verb, one is noun. So you will have to write accordingly. His rescue, right? So it's as a noun we are using. There was much, here is the excite verb, we will have to write excitement in the village when the snake charmer came visiting. Say whether the following sentences are an active or the passive. Someone stole my bicycle. So, how will you write? This is your, something has stolen. So, my bicycle is stolen by someone. But here it is written, someone stole my bicycle. So, this is active. Its A is also written. Now, the tires were deflated by the traffic police. When you get this by, so this is passive. Here we are saying the tires itself cannot get deflated. So someone has deflated the tires. So the subject is that traffic police had deflated the traffic police has deflated the tires. So this, if we put the traffic police, the tires in the first sentence, the second subject. So we are writing the tires were deflated by the traffic police. I found it last night in a ditch near my house. See, the subject is here. Now the verb is here and the object is here. When object comes first, then it becomes passive. But here it is in sequence. So it is active. Right? I found it last night in a ditch near my house. So it was found by me. If the sentence would be like that, then it would be passive. But now it is active. It had been thrown there. Now had been thrown, someone has thrown it. So it had been thrown there. So it's a passive. P stands for passive and A stands for active. My father gave it to the mechanic. So my father as a subject, he has given something by himself. So the thing is that this is active. Now my father is a subject, gave is a verb, it is a object. Now so in this way you are saying this is active. The mechanic repaired it for me. This is again the active because subject is here, verb is here and object is here. So, what have we learnt in this chapter? In this session, we have learned grammar portions, we have learned verb and noun words, we have learned active passive also, and in your grammar class, I will explain in detail the active and portion session separately. Till then, have a good revision of everything and we will meet in the next class. Thank you.